Eugene. Anticipation for this one has been building through the early part of the season, and now here we are with a top 5 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Taylor wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Out wide left, it's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He's changing the play. He'll throw on 3rd down. He unleashes a long one. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Oregon! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Left side is Harris. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Edwards. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when
Picked off, what a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Davison. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be dropped.
it's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Quarterback changing the play. Plows his way ahead. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Left side, it's Moore. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. It's Davison. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Direct snap. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Casper. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Fields the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Moore. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Moore. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
See some running room. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got the back over the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Davison. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Taylor wants to throw it. Left side, it's Bear. There he goes. Inside, into the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they did tack on the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. On the snap, it's Durham. There he goes. Got the first down. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Number 8, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davison.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Drops back on 1st down. With the catch, it's Davison. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Making the adjustment. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Time that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. It's complete. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll start on the ground with Dura. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 3 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Crimson Tide who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
And that's now 5 straight victories. They've really been clicking on all cylinders at this point of the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
On the direct snap, it's Durham. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Out wide left, it's Watkins. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to...
Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Turning it on.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Number 8, set to kick it off.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Taylor wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Davison. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Powers inside.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Gain of 19 on the play. Good enough for a
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
LSU quick to the line. Give to the fullback. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
They'll run it with Caden Durham. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Moving the pocket, it's Levitt. To the end zone and is picked off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits the hole. It's Davison. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They give it back to him. Showing off the arms. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Taylor wants to throw. Right side, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Davison. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running the red zone, it's Davison. Maybe a crease. Plows through the defense. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Taylor wants to throw it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be knocked down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Edwards. There he goes. He's got the 1st down. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Might as well give it to him again. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Under pressure, takes a hit as he fires. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Running wide open down the gut of the field. They finally get him down, but a huge return not only
about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
He splits the uprights, and now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. A deep throw as the clock winds down. For the 4th time tonight, it's